Hello beer tubers or Alco tubers, and welcome to yet another Alco review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today looking at another mead. I'm really starting to get into meads, so it's always fun to try a new one, even though it's not too often I do it, but they're kind of hard to get, at least the very good ones. But this one should be interesting. This is another Sahtipaja product. I've reviewed the Reutemann Dessert and Reutemann Dessert Bourbon Barrel Aged Berliner Weisses, because they also do beer at Sätila, but also mead. And those were awesome. I know they do a mead version of that called Reutemann Dessert, but didn't get to try it, unfortunately, because it was sold out at Bierjum, which is where I got this from. So they had this one, and I was like, I need to try some mead from Sahtipaja because I've heard great things about it. And as I said, unfortunately, that the Sötman into Reut was sold out, but I thought I should try this one instead. So this is the Sahtipaja, if I'm at all pronouncing that right, Out of the Blue. 2016 vintage, mead on 11%. So they do a Berliner Weisse, called Blueberry White. And Blueberry White is a white chocolate blueberry Berliner Weisse that they make. And they do that version kind of like a standard version, kind of like they do with Reutemann Dessert, and a bourbon barrel aged version. So this is a mead that's kind of like an interpretation of that. So it's a mead that's been aged in barrels that previously held the blueberry white chocolate Berliner Weisse, and they changed the name to Out of the Blue. So should be really interesting. Really looking forward to trying this one. And pours a very nice color in the glass. It's got a bit of yeast skunks at the bottom, and I got a bit of it in there, but it's almost got a blue, like just a light coloration of like a lavender purplish color to the glass. It's just like a light tint when you hold it up to the light here. But other than that, it looks like a pretty traditional mead. It's got that nice kind of golden yellow color, a bit of haze again because I got a bit of yeast there, and it's got some nice kind of alcohol leg sticking to the side of the glass. Looks nice. So let's check out the aroma on the Sahtipaja Out of the Blue. And thanks a ton to Bierjum for this one. Oh, that smells really nice. it's definitely more traditional mead up front, and then you're getting hints of especially blueberry on the back end. And there's a bit of a white chocolate note, but you're definitely smelling like bourbon. Bourbon is definitely there. It's like a super sweet honey and vanilla and bourbon. Yeah, it smells really nice. Not smelling the 11% really, but again, mead is very sweet, so often you don't get too much of the alcohol, but very sweet honey. You're getting the vanilla. It's got a bit of an oaky, woody finish to it with that bourbon and the vanilla. Yeah, it smells really nice. I can see the white chocolate part the more I smell it, but especially because of the vanilla notes from the bourbon. But it's not got a ton of blueberry, but again, it's like barrels that previously held that. I don't think the actual mead is, like, it's a wildflower honey they use for the mead, I think, and then they just age it in the barrels. It's not made with also white chocolate and blueberry. It smells really nice though. Let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers, and thanks to Bierjum for the mead. Oh, you do taste it, though. Oh, very jammy. Oh, that's nice. Wow, this is drinkable for an 11% mead. It's sweet, but it's very sessionable. Like medium, kind of slick, sugary coating mouthfeel to it, if you can say it like that. And it's kind of got like a slight hint of blueberry tartness to it, which is very interesting. And the white chocolate is definitely there. It's like vanilla, kind of sweet, lactosey almost flavor, and definitely also like vanilla and bourbony oak flavors. It's very jammy. Like it's like subtle jammy fruit, like jammy blueberry, almost like fresh blueberries, but like subtle, if you can say it like that. And then the honey is there for sure, like that sweet wildflower honey. with the oak on the back end, but it's a very like jam. It's weird to say it, but like often when you have blueberry sours and whatnot, the blueberry often tends to just be like very sharp, and I don't know if I should say artificial, because blueberry is the berry that has not a lot of flavor, but it's almost like as if the mead kind of like makes the more like, I don't know if you say like naturally, I guess natural blueberry flavor shine, because it tastes more like biting on an actual or chewing on an actual blueberry than in some blueberry sours, because they're sour at the same time, because mead is not sour, it's more of, just that sweet honey flavor. It's almost like as if that makes that blueberry flavor seem more natural, if you can say it like that. I don't know what I'm going with here right now, but I hope you guys know what I mean, because it's got like that, like biting into like a blueberry flavor, whereas often sours like that kind of sweet or super intense blueberry, maybe even blueberry candy flavor. Yeah, and the bourbon, the vanilla really shines. No, this is really nice. This is very nice mead. Very drinkable for the percentage as well. Really like the honey flavored one. Mead is something I'm getting more and more into at the moment, and this is really nice. And I've heard Sahtipaja make some great mead. But yeah, I'd love to hear some recommendations from you guys for some mead. By no means an expert yet at all. I'm not an expert with beer anyways, but it's something I'm really getting into. I want to try more of. So if you guys have any recommendations, please feel free to let me know, because this is really tasty. It's not as good as some of the like meads I've had from Bee Nectar. Like the best mead I've had still is the Dragons Are Real. # Dragons Are Real. That's awesome. But this is also really nice. This is great. And I can't remember which version, but like one of the berry whites from Superstition Meadery in the States was amazing too. But no, this is really good. Sahtipaja is one of those new Swedish breweries. Well, I don't think they're actually super new, but one of the Swedish breweries that are killing it at the moment with both mead and sours. So yeah, rating wise for the Sahtipaja Out of the Blue, I'm gonna go 93. I really enjoy it. I really like that kind of jammy fruit flavor and whatnot. It's really nice stuff. It's not like mind blowing, but just like really well made mead. So if you guys have a chance to try it, definitely try and get yourself some of the Sahtipaja Out of the Blue mead. I think they do them in very limited amounts usually when they release them. So I'd say try and get some if you see them around, like as soon as you see them, because it's not often, at least online, when you see them, especially the meads. But really good stuff, worth checking out for sure if you guys get the chance. If you can't get it locally, I hope you can still get it on Beer Gym, because I've been sitting on this for a while. So hopefully it's still on there. So check them out and see if it still is. So guys, let me know what you think of this bad boy if you've had a chance to try it. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram, and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And I want to say cheers and see you guys in another Alco review.